Peacemaker episode 5 has dropped on HBO Max this morning, so if you have not seen the new episode yet and are not caught up with the show, click off right now, go type it on YouTube, Peacemaker dance tutorial, film yourself doing the dance as best as you can, send it to my email, and I will pick 3 random lucky winners, and I will give them my HBO Max login. I am being dead serious. Totally joking though, but if you guys want to film yourselves doing the Peacemaker dance, put it on TikTok or something, go ahead, that's bound to go viral at some point. What's up everybody, welcome back to The Hez Project. I'm John Rodolaza, and today we're going to talk about spoilers for episode 5 of Peacemaker. If you guys saw my reviews for the other episodes, and I posted all the first 3 that were released in the same day, I reviewed them all. I wasn't a huge fan of the show so far. The 4th episode was kind of grabbed me a little bit. I enjoyed it more than the first 3, and in this episode, pretty much the same. Like, it's not better than the 4th one, it's kind of just like on the same level, but they're both better in my opinion than the first 3 episodes, and I'm enjoying where the show's going, and it's toned down the ridiculousness that I wasn't like super on board with in the first 3. Look, I love me some James Gunn, and I kind of appreciate his style. Like, he goes pretty jokey and pretty raunchy and pretty outlandish when it comes to the gore and action. Something about the writing in the first 3 episodes wasn't really grabbing me, but the show is actually finding its footing in my opinion with these 4th and 5th episodes. They're directed by 2 different people, and I'm not saying James Gunn is the problem. I still love James Gunn's work, but sometimes he can go just a little bit too far for my liking. So enough talk, let's get into episode 5. This episode picks up with the team going into this warehouse that's filled with butterfly infested people. They didn't know that until Peacemaker stole all of his father's helmets that he made for him. He puts on one of them and it's got x-ray vision. You can see through the person's body and he can see where the butterfly is. That's crazy, man. Just when the Suicide Squad film and then the first 3 episodes of Peacemaker made Peacemaker seem like a little bit of a joke to me, even though he had some badass shining moments in the movie, but this episode really does encapsulate how dangerous Peacemaker can be. Like, these helmets, dude, like, they're versatile. This is only one of like the 50 helmets he stole, dude. X-ray vision, like, that's really coming in handy in this episode. Nobody else can determine who a butterfly is but John Cena in here, and it's awesome. I like it. I like it. It's very useful and versatile. And the second they walk into the building, I'm forgetting her name. She's Amanda Waller's niece or daughter, I can't remember, but she goes to talk to this receptionist that's inside the building, and immediately into the conversation, the receptionist gets a bullet to the head, a big shotgun blast to the head. Now there's just meat coming out, and a butterfly slowly crawls out, and freaking Peacemaker takes out all the other remaining people that were already in the building in that front lobby, and she was just freaking out, like, how did you do that? Why are you doing this? Like, X-ray vision. This episode and the last one are 2 perfect examples as to why John Cena was a really good choice to play Peacemaker. This role has comedy in it, but it's got this drama blend that, this drama aspect of Peacemaker has been stretched out from the first episode all the way until now, how, he says he'll do anything to achieve peace, but we're slowly seeing more and more, we're diving more deep into his past and what his childhood was like with his very messed up father. And it was revealed in the last episode. I feel so terrible for not mentioning this in my last review, but it was revealed that Cena, Chris's character, he killed his brother when they were little. Or was it his brother? It was like an uncle or something. I think he killed his brother, but oh my God, that was just heartbreaking to me, man. Like, that sucks. And you gotta wonder what that relationship is like in flashback form. I want to see more flashbacks or just get more reveals when it comes to Chris as a child growing up with that kind of a father. That's very intriguing to me. I would love to see more flashbacks in the last 3 episodes, albeit if Chris goes into a Bacta tank or something to initiate flashbacks, then I'm out. While those 2 are together, we got Hardcore and Vigilante on the other side of the building, and none of them have x-ray vision, so it's a little more tense when we follow them, and I kind of like that, and I can really appreciate what the actress who plays Hardcore brings to the show. She's actually like amongst my favorite characters of the show so far. Vigilante's still up there, and then it's Peacemaker, and then I would say Hardcore, but I really like what she brings, and she's got this edge to her while she's very much against what Peacemaker represents. She's kind of blind to see that he's a struggling man. Like, he is stuck in this position of, yeah, he loves his dad, but dude, he comes from a kind of messed up place. Okay, I just had to look up the names of everybody in the show because I didn't know anybody's name besides Adrian and Chris. So, Hardcourt, Economus, Adebayo, and Mern. There we go. So it was revealed in the last episode that Mern was infected with one of the butterflies. Like, he finished a phone call with somebody, picked up a bowl of chowder, and then this tentacle just came out of his mouth, like a really long tongue that started sucking up the food like a bee sucks nectar or something. After the team manages to take out all of the humans infected by the butterflies, there was one left, and it wasn't a human, it was a gorilla. A gorilla just attacks Adebayo, and once everyone gets back into that room, Peacemaker joins the room. They're all trying to fight off this gorilla that starts to talk. I forgot what did it say. It said, "I'll destroy you" or something. It was weird. I was thinking Gorilla Grodd, because this is the only talking gorilla that I know about in anything. But no, it's got to be some low-level gorilla. Maybe it's just a tease for what James Gunn may want to do in the future, which is Gorilla Grodd. That's a very odd character, in my opinion. Like, very odd and obscure, but I think it does lend itself to James Gunn's style, so I wouldn't be surprised if we end up seeing Gorilla Grodd just show up. Like, that'd be wild. This gorilla starts tearing up, though. Adebayo down, Hardcore gets slapped into a big old shelf of crap, and everyone's just down. Peacemaker can't do it. He's about to get ripped apart until we hear a ringing of a freaking chainsaw behind the gorilla, and then the chainsaw goes through him. It's Economist who always chills in the vans during these missions. He's not an on-field agent, but he just joined in because he saw everyone was struggling. They weren't answering the comm system, so he just came up with a chainsaw and just put it through the gorilla, and blood just went everywhere. It was extremely gory. Very gory, dude, but I mean, that was kind of, I liked it. It was dumb fun. It wasn't overdoing it, I thought, but I enjoyed it. And I like to see the team working together, especially these agents who are just humans. Like, Hardcore, Adebayo, and Economist are just humans, and they're in the Like, it's funny. It's slowly clicking with me. It wasn't in those first 3 episodes, but I'm slowly understanding the appeal of the show. It's still not like my most favorite thing ever, but I'm enjoying it a lot more now than I was in the first 3. The team is singing and dancing inside the van after the hard-fought victory against the gorilla, who I thought was Gorilla Grodd. Maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. I don't know, but Hardcore takes a picture of them all, and it's like a nice little moment. She's kind of a hard ass throughout the first few episodes, but this is the first time we see her smile at these people. Like, these are the people she works with, and they're a nightmare for her. Like, she just hates being around them sometimes. You get that vibe from her, but it was a nice little moment that they all bonded with, and I liked it. It was really cool, a really nice moment, and I felt for all of them. Adebayo, though, was tasked by Waller to bring Peacemaker's diary to his house, and he invites her in. It was kind of like this unplanned thing, but as he went to the bathroom while she's just chilling in his living room of his trailer or whatever, she just slips the diary underneath his couch or something, and I wonder what that is. Like, she felt really bad about it. She called her wife or something, her girlfriend, as she was leaving Peacemaker's place, and she seemed like she didn't want to do that, and she regretted it instantly. I want to know what's in there, so I'm actually excited to see the next episode of Peacemaker. I want to know what's in this diary. Like, is it revealed that Peacemaker killed more people in his family? Then Adebayo goes back to the office where, you know, they do their dirty work, the dirty spec ops work. She puts on Peacemaker's X-ray vision helmet for some reason, just to play around with it. She's like looking at her hands, and then she looks to the wall and sees Mern. She sees the butterfly in Mern's head, and Mern just turns to her through the wall and just screams and starts chasing after her. Brings her into the street, and she's screaming. She falls onto the street, and the camera just shows him run up to her. It just cuts abruptly. It was a weird ending. That was like my least favorite part of the episode. I'm sorry, I'm a stickler for weird camera angles and abrupt endings, and this ending to this episode had all of that. So it doesn't take away my enjoyment for the entire episode. I had a lot of fun with this. I really enjoyed the scene, the entire sequence of them going into this warehouse filled with butterfly-infested people, and then the butterfly-infested gorilla. Like, that was pretty cool, and the gorilla kind of talking shit a little bit. I enjoyed all of that, and if they do more of that, I'm in, dude. There's 3 more episodes left, and they can really bring it home, dude. I'm slowly enjoying it slightly more than the Book of Boba Fett. Although, if you guys have seen the Book of Boba Fett, or at least seen my review for it, my God, that last episode does bring the whole show up a notch, but you know, no thanks to Boba Fett. Anyways, guys, that is my review for episode 5 of Peacemaker. Let me know down below, have you gotten a chance to check out this new episode yet? If not, you should check it out. If you're into that type of stuff, like goriness and a little bit on the raunchy side of humor, this might appeal to you. But if not, I'm not sure if this whole universe of James Gunn's Suicide Squad and James Gunn's Peacemaker will be for you. So just take that as you will, guys. If you're not into it, but you got a friend who is, maybe it's fun to watch it with that. Maybe it's more fun and you'll get more out of it if you watch it with someone who does like this types of stuff. So leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new, guys, and be sure to stick around because, as I said, we got 3 episodes left of Peacemaker as well as 2 episodes left of the Book of Boba Fett, and boy, it's getting pretty juicy in both shows. I'm actually excited. I like where both the shows are going, and I hope that they end with a bang. So be sure to stick around, guys, because I'm also doing a Batman movie review marathon. We're almost done with all the 90s films, and now we're gonna move into the Dark Knight trilogy, the most revered trilogy of them all, one of them at least. And I cannot wait to talk about them because they are some of my favorite DC comic book movies ever. I love these movies. So guys, you might want to stick around the channel because there's a bunch of DC content, a bunch of Star Wars content, and Marvel's right around the corner. There's a lot of content in general coming to the channel. So as I always say, there is more to come.